We made it to the weekend. Woohoo! Unless you're watching the replay on some random day, but we're recording this for the weekend. Days 17 and 18, I'm recording together because they go together. It's the weekend, so we want respite. We want to have fun. How are you doing? Have you taken the time to go through the different modules and meditations and practice the triggers and truths exercise? If you haven't, go back and rewatch some of the other videos and take care of the stuff. It's time to take care of the deep stuff so we can let it go and not have it hold us back in our lives anymore. Today, for day 17, lucky St. Patrick's Day, today we are focusing on music, the power of music in letting go, in releasing. There are a number of things that are so amazing just with music. What did you think about the hypnotic meditation that I posted yesterday? Hypnosis is everywhere in our everyday life. And you may not have ever thought about it as hypnotic, but as soon as I say it, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, music. Music can be so hypnotic, and it can drop in hypnotic suggestions. Have you ever had a parent or pastor or church clergyman warn you or young people against listening to dark music, heavy music, like depressing music or the angry music? Because we have our brain and we have that reticular activating system. Remember, we talked about that critical faculty filter. When you add music to anything, it moves right through that filter and into your unconscious mind. So it is so important to be careful about what we're putting into our mind. Now, think about commercials. Think about those pharmaceutical commercials where they're reading off really fast all the side effects and you might die, and if you're allergic, don't take it. But how do you know if you're allergic unless you take it? And blah 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 blah, while they're showing beautiful, happy people, healthy people, and playing wonderful music, because they want it to go through your mind, the feeling of, oh yes, and this, and I want to get anyway. It's all hypnotic. So being aware of it can help you just be like, oh yeah, let's turn that off. And you can literally just tell your unconscious mind, that's false, that's pretend, that's a lie, delete, and move back in congruence with who you are. Okay, that's blah, blah, blah. That's besides the point. So today we're talking about music. Now, since it's St. Patrick's Day, you can totally do a little Irish jig if you want to and enjoy yourself. We are for sure so lucky, so blessed to have music, and I don't believe it's a mistake. I believe that our God knows exactly how we are designed and what we need to help move us forward. I want to share with you 4 ways that music can help you break free, release, and let go of lies, triggers, whatever is stuck in you. Okay, number 1, the vibration. Vibration alone in the music will go into your tissue and break up the blocked, the stored energy that is in your tissue. So, have you ever seen or heard the Tibetan monks, or I know there are other religions or whatever that do the deep, low home? It literally will vibrate. It's so good for your sinus cavity and other, like, just be goofy with me and vibrate some low as you can go. Do you feel it in your brain, in your nose, in your chest? It shakes things up. So there is that one piece, just shaking it loose, so then you can let it go. That brings me to the second piece, actually singing, even if you can't sing in pitch or whatever, just moving it through your vocal cords with that extra vibration is so helpful. And now, if you want to go a step above, add music with your specific affirmations or afformations. If you're not sure the difference, I'm going to post a link for a training video from within my course. You can make your own up and sing them. It doesn't matter if it sounds good or not, just move it through your vocal cords and help it sink into your unconscious mind. Some hypnotic work there. Which brings me to the third piece, and that is that the words combined with the music go through that critical faculty filter or the reticular activating system, whatever you want to call it. It moves through your brain's bouncer and goes into your unconscious mind. So find some music. In fact, if you have a favorite song that like is on your feel good playlist, drop it in the comments here so the rest of us can enjoy it too. And lastly, the fourth piece is that your soul, your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, whatever your subjective mind, whatever you want to call it, or your spirit, God's spirit, speaks to your conscious mind through music. How many times have you woken up or at random times throughout the day got a song stuck in your head, a loop, and you can't seem to get rid of it? Well, the next time, instead of distracting yourself away from it, the next time that happens, pause, find the song, pull up the lyrics, and read them. Quite often, it's your one of those things, unconscious mind, spirit, God's spirit is speaking to your conscious mind. What is it saying? Little bit more on this if you want, if you're just like, oh, that's interesting. I did an interview with Seidel Schultz. She's actually a music intuitive. She can listen to your voice speaking or singing, or go through a song that you've got stuck on loop, and she works with you one-on-one to decipher what it is and help you break through ways that you've been held back. So for me, I will hear glitches in somebody's voice, so similar, but I also watch the body language. I listen for cues and I navigate that way. Seidel is really cool. In this interview I have to share, it gets pretty personal, actually. Pretty personal for me. She asks me to come up with a song, and so I give her the song that I wake up looping in my head. This happens to be just a couple of days after my wedding, and you'll just have to watch the interview to see what she brings me through and what we discover in the song. It's beautiful and amazing, and I hope you go and look her up. All of her information is in that linked interview. So enjoy that. And then tomorrow is Saturday, day 18. This is very important. I'm going to give you a big task that I want you to stay focused on in your awareness and in your actions all day long. You ready? It's laughter. I want you to enjoy some respite from all of the heavy work you've done and laugh. Find a movie, go watch babies or kittens or memes, whatever it is that makes you giggle. Do it, and do a lot of it. Do so much that you belly laugh and you got an ab workout from it. Now, how is this helpful for letting go? The same way as the music vibrates and breaks up the chunks of stuck energy in your body, laughter does the same thing. Think about it. When you're laughing, you have a tightness, a squeezing, but it's shaking it up so that you can then release it. And you have the joy that tells your body, oh, we're safe. You're in that parasympathetic rest, digest, make babies, that state of mind, state of body when you're laughing. It's really hard to laugh, unless it's a nervous laughter, when you're in that fight or flight, or especially down deeper into the freeze mode of that state of your central nervous system. So laughter tells your body it's safe. I'm safe. I can relax. And when your body knows that it's safe, it naturally heals. It naturally releases what isn't helpful in your body. Again, it's the respite part of your deep, heavy work so that you can just enjoy releasing. It also goes along with the you can let go of things that aren't helpful, and that's one way to get it out. You can also add so much helpful, good, joyful things that the pain naturally dissipates. That goes for emotional, spiritual, and physical pain. When you add in joy, you just add so much joy that there isn't room for the pain left anymore, and it just leaves naturally. And you deserve to be pain free. Let me say that again in case you didn't hear. All right, are you listening? You, my friend, deserve to be pain free. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of it. You deserve it. Okay, so now there is one little trick to the laughter piece. How many comedians can you think of that when you dive a little deeper, when you get to see their life, you find out there was really deep pain and depression, and they were covering it up, shielding, using laughter as a shield for what was really going on. So we don't want that. We don't want to stuff the pain and put a mask of joy in front. We want to have good, healthy, joyful laughter. So, in that, just be a little aware of what you're choosing to be joyful with. Make sure that it is uplifting to your spirit. Now, here's where I'm going to call myself out again. Do you remember the embarrassing video when I shared with you what my trigger was and how that woman who initially was very pretty, but because I was holding on to a piece that triggered me, the more I looked at her, the more distorted her features were until she was ugly to me. That is what will happen if you use your triggers that are already there and make light of them. You can see that when, talk about pet peeves. Here we go. The political satire. I get political satire and it can bring awareness to certain subjects and blah, blah, blah. When you attack a person's personal physical features or their language or something that's just who they are, that's just plain rude. And there isn't any kind of laughter when you're pointing the finger at somebody or blaming or being rude that is going to be helpful. It's just the way it is. So choose something fun, really building your spirit and character while you're laughing. There's plenty of it. Brian Regan, that white pasty guy that talks about food and bacon all the time. If you have an amazing comedian that's family friendly, drop his name in the comments or a link. In fact, I'm going to ask everybody watching this, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, to drop something in the comments that will make somebody laugh. I want to see your favorite memes. I want to see links to movies, to TikTok, to whatever cracked you up. I want to see it so long as it's family friendly. Okay. And let's just see how many good laughs we can have over the weekend. And then finally, my friends, come back on Sunday. Sunday's the 19th. Our focus for the Sabbath day is on how the atonement helps us to heal and release and let go of pain and trauma and anything that you have in your body, mind, or soul that you need to release. For this special occasion, I've had the privilege of interviewing Melanie Moore. Melanie Moore lived such a horrific childhood and survived it. Not only did she survive it, but she's the only one of her siblings who is now thriving and joyous and happy because she found a way through the atonement and using techniques like I'm teaching you here this month to let go of the pain, let go of the blame, let go of the programs in her mind that weren't helpful in her life. Her book is called From Chains of Hell to a Change of Heart. You can get that on Amazon, but watch the interview on Sunday for her beautiful, beautiful, heartfelt story. And then Monday is the astrological new year. Happy New Year. And I have something special planned. So come back along the way. I'm so excited that you're a part of this journey. Share with a friend, family member that needs to have some tools to lift them up and help them release the chains that have been binding them. All right, until next time, have a wonderful week. Sing and laugh and enjoy yourself.